Hello everyone, welcome to Bhadra's Academy. So in our quiz episode today 26, we are going to look at questions 251 to 260. As these days we are following the questions for SSC, banking, railways, I am keeping the level of the same. So let's begin now. Question number 251. Who was the constitutional advisor to the Constituent Assembly of India? So we have option Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Sir B.N. Rao, या Sir K.M. Munshi. So basically the correct answer is option number C, Sir B.N. Rao, right? So the Bengal Nursing Rao, the Indian bureaucrat, jurist, diplomat, right, and statesman known for his key role in drafting the Constitution of India. Right, he has also been India's representative to the United Nations Security Council, right? So he was the constitutional advisor. Okay. Question number 252. This is an interesting one. Which of the following countries has introduced direct democracy? So now the options are Russia, India, France, Switzerland. So the correct answer would be Switzerland. Now, what do you mean by direct democracy? It's a form of democracy in which people have a direct, what we can say, voting on policy initiatives, as opposed to what we have in India, representative democracy, where we elect the representatives who then make the policy and the law, right? So, whereas in Switzerland, they practice the direct democracy. Question 253. Who was the President of the Republic of India who consistently described Indian secularism as Sarva Dharma Sambhav, right? So now here we have Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, Dr. Zakir Hussain, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, ya Jail Singh, right? So the correct answer would be Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. So the slogan Sarva Dharma Samabhava, it was coined by Mahatma Gandhi actually, but then it was very much popularized and promoted by S. Radhakrishnan. Okay, so exam perspective, just we need to know certain concepts, right? Who said what? This kind of questions can be asked. Question number 254. Which of the following countries has an unwritten constitution? These are generally what we call uncodified or unwritten constitution. So the options are USA, UK, Pakistan, India. So the correct answer in this context would be UK. So the kind of a constitution they have, it takes the form of customs, usage, precedent, statutes and legal instruments. Okay. So the UK has such a constitutional setup, which is what we call, there is no defining document which can be called as the particular constitution. Okay, so in this context, it will be UK. Question number 255. The Constitution of India was adopted on which date? So it is the 26th January 1950, 26th January 1949, 26th November 1949, 31st December 1949. So the correct answer is C, that is 26th November 1949. So it was actually adopted or enacted by the Constituent Assembly in 26th November 1949, but came into effect on 26th January 1950. So why this date 26th January was chosen? Because to celebrate the Purna Swaraj, which was a declaration of the independence of 1930, right? So that is the context in which we have selected the 26th January as the date. Question number 256. Which of the following is a feature to both the Indian Federation as well as the American Federation, which is common, right? A single citizenship, a dual judiciary, the three lists in the constitution, a federal Supreme Court. So the correct answer is Federal Supreme Court to interpret the constitution and the laws as well. So according to the Constitution of India, the role of the Supreme Court is the federal court and the guardian of the constitution, and similar setup is there in the United States as well. Okay, so the Federal Court of India was a judicial body established in India in 1937, right? So now when we talk about comparison between the various governments and political system, these are like very basics we need to keep in mind. Question number 257. The parliamentary convention called once a speaker, always a speaker. This convention is followed in which country? UK, USA, France, India. So the correct answer is UK. That is the correct answer A. So the British speaker is elected at the beginning of the parliament by and also from among the members of the House of Commons. If the speaker of outgoing parliament is still a member of the house and is willing to be re-elected, he can do so. Therefore, usually is re-elected as many times as he wants, right? Therefore, once a speaker is always a speaker. So it's a very interesting custom in the UK. Question number 258. Indian Penal Code came into operation in which year? So if you look at the correct answer would be D, 1962. But if you go back to a little bit of history, the Penal Code is the main criminal code of India in the past. Now it is replaced by BNS, right, 2023. Now it was drafted in 1860, but it came into force effect in 1862. Therefore 1860 and 1862, there is sometimes a little bit of confusion. Normally we say IPC 1860, but it came into force in 1862. When was our national anthem first sung and where? Okay, so the options are 24th January 1950 in Allahabad, 24th January 1950 in Delhi, 26th December 1942 in Calcutta, 27th of December 1911 in Calcutta. So the correct answer would be 27th December 1911. Location Calcutta. Now composer is Rabindranath Tagore, wrote the original Bengali poem. It was adopted, like not date is 24th January 1950 when the Constituent Assembly officially declared it as the national anthem. Okay. Question number 260. Which are the two forms of democracy? We have a parliamentary and presidential, direct and indirect, monarchical and republican, parliamentary and king. So the correct answer is the two forms of democracy, that is called a direct and indirect democracy. Like I explained already, like in Switzerland, they are following direct democracy. In India, we follow indirect democracy. So the direct democracy, citizens can vote directly on the laws and rules and policies. In indirect democracy, citizens choose the leaders to make the laws for us, right? Like for example, we elect the members of parliament and then they make the policy and the law for us. Okay. If you are looking for any preparation, any study for SSC, banking, railways, ADRE, SI or any other exams, you can contact Bhadra IAS Academy at 8638391721 and keep watching our quiz series. We'll give you more and more quiz questions for your various types of exam preparation. Thank you.